Welcome to this special live edition of Dudes Talk Shit, episode 54. We are live on Dudes Talk Shit on Twitter and YouTube. I think we're on YouTube. I don't know. But we're not going to be live on here for long. We just giving y'all a little tease. For those who don't know, here on the Russo's brand, let me tell y'all a little bit about the show. This is called Dudes Talk Shit. It's black dudes. We talk shit. If you're looking for professional wrestling talk, you will not find it here. We used to talk about that shit. The shit got so horrible. It sucked so bad. It's not even worth discussion anymore. So we ain't talking about it. But this is the show where dudes talk shit about each and everything. If you're easily offended, get the fuck off. If you're a SJW, get the fuck off because we're gonna say some shit you're not gonna like. And just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it. We talk shit across all races.
Let me stop you. If you're SJW, stay on. If you're ultra conservative, stay on. If you're a feminist, particularly a black feminist, I really want you to stay on. If you're a Trump supporter, this is going to be your night. You really want to stay on here. Don't listen to Trump. We all need you to stay tuned in because we do plan, at least I plan, I'm fucked up tonight because it's cause for celebration.
Well, here's what I want to understand from you. Everybody knows Trump tweeted out that he and his wife tested positive for COVID. Now, earlier, just a couple of hours ago, he's going to the hospital. First of all,
say he had a problem breathing.
He said that?
They said that he has a fever. He has a problem breathing. Now, for those of you all that don't know, I got married 2 months ago. My wife is a nurse. She has experience of treating COVID patients. And what we just discussed probably about 10 to 15 minutes ago in the kitchen was, if he has a fever now, that's one of the last symptoms before it blows up.
Wow.
He said, and you have to have had it for maybe a week or so, maybe a week or two. Because that's why they tell you, if you've been exposed to it, isolate for 10 days. Mm-hmm. If you're showing symptoms, isolate for 14 days. And what she said is that if he has a fever and it said that he has a shortness of breath or whatever, her words were his ass about to go on the ventilator. That's what she said. He's 74. He is morbidly obese.
He is thick.
He is in two high risk categories.
Yeah.
Elderly, morbidly obese. And I know people are saying you shouldn't wish death on people, and I wouldn't wish nothing on him and his family.
I'm not wishing death on anybody. I've been around death. I don't care how much you don't like the person. I ain't wishing death on nobody. But I've told people, I believe this thing is real. I'm not going to live my life in fear because of it, but I'm not going to go out here and be stupid either and go around a whole bunch of people that I don't know without a mask, or just go around a whole bunch of people, period.
Let me preface this by saying the views expressed by the good Trump is his opinion only.
And his too.
Does not reflect the feelings of the staff over here at Dudes Talk Shit. Because
staff
that shit, fuck Trump. I hope his motherfucking ass croak.
Okay, well, those are your views and opinions.
And that's not me wishing death on him. But him dying of this. See, the universe has a tendency, because I'm not religious. But the universe has a tendency. Yes, sir.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm fine. I'm doing something right now, son. Okay. I hit you back later, okay?
Okay.
We'll come up there and play the game. Maybe.
Play a game?
Mm-hmm. A video.
What was that, your son?
Today is his birthday.
Grown man, he sound like a old man coming in there. How old is he now?
14, just turned 14 today.
Gee, mom, that golly, boy. Sound voice heavier than mine.
I was looking at him, pictures of him yesterday when he was little. Little joker I go to sleep, put him to bed, I wake up, little joker crawling up under me in the bed. This went on for a long time, to about maybe 5 years ago. Me and my wife got together. I'm like, look, nigga, you can't sleep in here no more.
Yeah.
No. So back to what I'm saying. I'm not religious, but what I do know is the universe is like a seesaw.
Yeah.
You go up, down, up, down. The universe is constantly trying to balance itself out. 200,000 plus Americans died. While this motherfucker lied and told us it wasn't serious. Lied and said it was a Democratic hoax. Lied and said that when the sometime comes, it's going to disappear and it's just going to go away. Admitted to lying. Told people they were stupid for wearing masks. Talk shit about Joe Biden for wearing masks just in the last presidential debate. Just like Herman Cain before him, who denied that COVID was real. People follow this man who is a liar who gives bad advice. We talking shithole countries. We talking Muslim ban. We talking children in cages. We talking refusing to talk down white supremacy when put on the spot. Now, at no point in time has he ever been asked on the spot to condemn white supremacists or white supremacist group. Has he done it? He'll go back days later and his aides and the people around him, the senators and the congressmen, the Republicans, like, look, dude, you got to do something. Then he condemns it. But when he was confronted after Heather Heyer got killed, he said it was fine people on both sides. So I'm saying this unequivocally. I'm saying this without regret, without anything else. I hope that motherfucker dies. I'm pretty sure people that are listening, the few of you that are, know somebody or know somebody that knows somebody who either got sick of this shit, sick by this shit, or know somebody that died of it. And this motherfucker didn't have the common decency. He made fun of John McCain, said he wasn't a war hero because he got caught. His heroes don't get caught. He talked shit about him after his funeral. He talked shit after Elijah Cummings. Like, the man has shown no sympathy, no empathy for nobody. Nobody. Well, I'm not going to sit here and talk about, well, I won't say nothing bad about him. I want my enemies to suffer. I want people that do bad shit to people to suffer. Trump is no fucking different. So I'm not about to feel sympathy for him. If he dies tonight in the hospital, guess what? You got motherfuckers saying that if Trump isn't reelected, they're going to start a civil war. They're going to start killing people. Well,
I heard about that.
His ass.
I heard about that. That's why I tell people. On both sides, on November 4th, is not going to be a pretty day either way. If
he ain't around, we ain't got to worry about it. Guess what? That fire is extinguished. This is the universe's way of correcting itself.
Now, let me play, and I changed my name on here tonight because I'm going to say a lot of shit that I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm going to say it just for the topic of some back and forth, because I don't want us to have a show where I'm just agreeing with TJ all night, even though a lot of the shit you're saying I do agree with, but we're not trying to have that. That's a boring show. So let me play devil's advocate here. There's also, the conspiracy theorists out there, and I listen to conspiracy. Some I believe, some I don't. But some are saying that he is doing this, that this has been something that has been planned, an October surprise, would you say? And that he's going to emerge in a couple of weeks, totally fine, and say, I told you this hydroxychloroquine works. This works. I'm fine. I went in the hospital, came back out fine. What about that? What do you think about that? What if all this he's doing is his version of a hoax?
Here's the thing. People that who have made up that, who are saying that they not voting for Trump, there's nothing he can do to change their mind. No. The only thing that purpose that would serve, if that's the case, is for him to avoid another debate. Another debate.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Where a skilled politician, a knowledgeable politician, whether we like him or not, Biden is a politician. Biden knows foreign policy front to back. It's not a debate that Trump can have or Trump can win. The only thing Trump can do is interrupt and make sure that no discourse is had. And he shot his load with that. Because now they talk about moving to, they suggested moving to Skype or something, or maybe moving to Zoom or something, and then cutting off his mic. So you don't get the opportunity. Or they talking about having a fact checker present in live to fact check the shit he said. So the prospects of a debate, horrible for him. This is his way of getting out of debate. Because remember, people that suffer from COVID suffer at minimum 14 days. And if he's sick, he don't have to go campaign or nothing. And it's one or two things happening, bruh. Either A, it's really happening to his ass, and he about to check the fuck out because COVID don't give a fuck. Or B, Trump is going to resign, which makes Mike Pence the acting president, who will in turn give him a pardon and everybody around him pardon on condition. And the only thing he would be left to deal with is that New York tax shit or whatever the New York case is. The feds have a 97% conviction rate. He can't beat the feds if he wants to. So he can beat the feds with being pardoned. He'll just have to deal with the state. There's one or two options here. I don't think it's a play to say I've emerged from COVID with hydroxychloroquine. I don't believe that because you still can't wash away 200,000 dead bodies and over 2 million people who've been affected. You can't get rid of that at all. But either he really got it and he ready to check the fuck out, or he's using this as a way to resign because Trump does not believe he can win. He don't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. After that debate, I tend to agree with you because before heading into that debate, I kind of thought that Trump was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go in there with his ass, blah blah." But I think he got stunned when Biden was coming back, and Biden wasn't. He wasn't. You know, he slipped up a couple of times, but it was like the first 15 minutes, I gave to Trump. After that, it was just I don't know what happened. He was shocked. It's like a fighter anticipating an easy fight, and then you go in there and you land a couple of blows, and then your opponent stunned the shit out you. Like, where'd that come from? He was like that the rest of the debate, and he kept interrupting because that was the only way he could. To me, he could. And I'm coming from a totally in the middle view here. From the debate wise, anyway, I'm not saying in the middle, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm just saying from the debate. When I watched the debate, I said I'm going to give a totally unbiased view about who won this debate. I'm not going in there wishing nobody lost. I'm going in there just to see the first 15 minutes. Then Joe Biden came back and hit him with that stunner. I think it all went to hell for Trump when Joe Biden told him to shut up. And then after that, everything else he kept interrupting. I didn't see him. When he even on the economy, his quote unquote strong point, I didn't see him. It was a lot of shit he could have hit on. Biden hit him with the COVID points. The moderator brought up something else, hit him with that. I was like, whew. I'm like, and Biden didn't have an A+ performance, but it was better than Trump in that debate. I'm sorry.
Here's the problem. Trump set the bar so low for Joe Biden. He's Sleepy Joe. We'll be lucky if he's still awake at the end of the debate. So you've lowered the bar for Joe Biden. So all Joe Biden has to do is be there. And see, this is what people have to understand. Trump signs off on shit. Trump don't know what he's doing. He don't know shit about foreign policy. He don't know shit about domestic policy. He don't know shit about business because the motherfucker done filed for bankruptcy like 4 or 5 times. He's a trust fund baby. So when you put him in an arena that's completely foreign to him, he never stood a chance against Joe Biden in a debate. his only recourse was to try to make Joe Biden seem rattled, senile, and hope that there really was some sort of cognitive decline with Joe Biden that he could exploit. And he wasn't able to do that. He shot his wad. Yeah. What can he go into the next debate and talk about? He don't know nothing. This could be this time that they're going to try to debate prep him. It could be. I don't see another debate.
So what happened with Hillary then? What was it? What's the difference between what he did to Hillary and what he did to Biden?
What he did to Hillary was...
Well, she's a crook any fucking way, so...
The thing with Hillary was Hillary was pigeonholed by the fact that she was a woman. And she was the first woman who was the Democratic nominee, so she had to set a certain standard. So she couldn't get up there and act a motherfucking fool. But now, that wad has been shot. Well, so imagine him pulling that stunt with Kamala Harris.
Oh my God!
Him pulling that stunt with Elizabeth Warren. Imagine him pulling that stunt with Amy Klobuchar. See, because now they don't have to stand there and say, "I got to be the dignified woman. I can't be aggressive. I can't do all that shit." No,
it is. Let me tell you something.
It's not going to be any more presidential debates. The presidential debates is over. It's a nightmare for him.
The vice presidential debate is this Wednesday.
That's
oh my goodness!
Rape. That's going to be prison rape.
I'm just thinking about because and trust me, I don't like Kamala Harris. I think she's a bitch. I think to me it's the wrong vice presidential pick. I don't like the bitch, but she's a bitch. That's why she's gonna win that motherfucking debate because she is a bitch, and it's going to be old Mr. Nice Mike Pence. Don't stand a chance in this shit. He don't stand a chance. Period. This is gonna be a bloodbath. I'm more looking forward to this. Just to see how much she's gonna get all over this man than I was the presidential debate. To be honest with you,
I don't think at this point there's gonna be any more presidential or vice. I don't even think the president. I don't even. Here's the Trump campaign's logic. They can't do any better with undecided voters. What they've already done. They can't do any better with independents. So at this point, the only thing they can do is have Joe Biden and Kamala Harris snap some sense into white women, snap some sense into these Hispanics, these white Hispanics who side with Trump. I just seen recently that a lot of white Muslims are starting to support Trump. The only thing they can do that can happen is it's beneficial to Biden and Harris. It does not benefit because Trump isn't going to say things like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm this close now to saying, fuck no, I'm voting for Biden. And you know how I've been up until this point.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you.
This close. I ain't there yet. But that debate.
Yeah, that debate
just lets me know that this motherfucker remaining in office is bad. He does not know what he's doing. He golfs too much. He's on Twitter too much. He spends too much time on Twitter. He spends, they say this motherfucker don't get up till 11 o'clock. He don't come to the White House till 11 o'clock.
I guess he don't, because he be tweeting at 4 a.m.
Stays in bed. He's not running the country. He is essentially, he's cliff noting this shit. Know how you're supposed to read the big book? And you say, fuck it. You read the book and then you summarize it and give it to me. That's what he wants. He wants a summary. He don't want no details about nothing. He trusts motherfuckers to read it. That's why he got a motherfucker like Stephen Miller in there. He trusts motherfuckers to read policy. He trusts Mitch McConnell. That's why Mitch McConnell them is acting the way they are, because it's like, all I got to do is just do what the fuck I want. He gonna sign off on it. He don't know shit. This is why they don't fucking bother him, because he don't know shit. So he trusts others to give him the information. If it sounds cool, okay, fine, fucking sign off. I don't care. I'm going to play golf. I don't care. I'm rich, whether this motherfucker burning or whether this motherfucker is not. Mm-hmm. So I don't see any other debates happening because there's nothing beneficial to Trump at this point. You did already tore your ass where people are looking at that like, oh my God, this motherfucker is ridiculous. And the only reason people are saying that Joe Biden didn't do well is because they don't want to accept how bad it looks what Trump was doing. So you got to put some kind of stuff. Because I saw afterwards, I was watching on CNN, and the dude was like, well, it was kind of bad when, you call the president of the United States, you can call him a clown. Nigga, he talked about his son being on drugs. He talked about his son getting kicked out of the military for cocaine. And you offended because a motherfucker called him a clown? Like, it's like it's at this point right now, people that support Trump are just reaching. They're reaching for anything. I don't think it's going to be another debate. It's not beneficial to them. Whether he survives COVID or not, which I hope he don't. I hope this motherfucker die in a hospital. I hope. Because a virus.
I don't mean to laugh, but damn.
Bruh, look, the motherfucker has talked about Silver Star. I'm former military. This motherfucker talk about Silver Star families that had lost loved ones. He talked shit about the brother that got killed over in Niger and got on the phone and said that he said one thing. Look, Trump is not a good human being. He's not a decent human being. There's not anybody who has done business with him that has anything good to say about him. He's cheated on every wife, and I cheated on my old wife. I'm not saying that's, but there's just so much bad about this guy. I can't find the good. And he don't give a fuck about nobody. Because if you're the president of the United States and you got people dropping like flies, you're supposed to care. You're supposed to care. He went over to France and then go over to the cemetery that every president visits where they have American soldiers. He didn't want to be bothered with it. This is who this motherfucker is. He don't need to be here. He got to go. He's 74. He's rich. He has more money than most of us will make in a lifetime. He's lived a full life. He's fucked hoes. He's fucked cars. From motherfucking the darkest shade of black to the whitest shade of white. He done been all over the world. He done cheated on his tax. He done had a full life. Okay, time to go. Because it's somebody, Nana, who was in New York that caught that shit because he didn't do what the fuck he was supposed to do. Caught that shit, and she could have survived a couple of years, and she not here now. It's too many people who had to talk to their loved ones on the phone as they on the ventilator getting ready to die because they didn't make it through this shit. So why should I feel sorry for this motherfucker? I don't feel sorry for him. I hope the worst, and I hope the worst on that bitch of a wife of his. I hope that bitch, she caught it. I hope this bitch go too. So I'm sorry. Not my friend. I didn't vote for him. I don't support him.
Well,
I don't sympathize.
I told everybody I ain't voting this year.
My thing is, I'm giving motherfuckers in 2020 the same energy they give me. Trump gives me the same, the energy he gives me, I'm gonna give him. Remember, this is the motherfucker doing the George Floyd protest, ordered the generals to gas, to beat the protesters, to clear the way so he could walk up the street and take a picture holding the Bible upside down, a photo op. His own people.
He ordered them to gas them?
Yes.
They said that?
To clear the motherfucking way. One of the generals there was upset because he's like, you did all this. I wasn't. All of the people follow him across the street. He took the picture of the Bible. This motherfucker wants to be a Hitler. He wants to be a Putin. He wants to be a motherfucker Kim Jong-un. He just ain't got to the point where he want to be Hitler yet. So fuck. Look, he gotta go. He gotta go. He got a civil war if he ain't reelected. He has to. What's the best way to solve that? For this motherfucker to die. So the military ain't got to step in. Black people ain't getting killed. Innocent white people ain't getting killed. Asian ain't getting killed because these motherfuckers are so upset because they sense of power and entitlement has been cut off by the vote. No, if he dies, then we don't have to worry about that. Because they not about to throw their motherfucker way behind pins. So he gotta go. Fuck it. If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies. Okay. Dies. Well, listen, enough of this because that gave me a total headache. Just like I had a headache Tuesday after them fucking debates. Oh my God. Even if they had any more presidential debates, I don't think I'd watch it. because my head was throbbing.
I watched that shit.
I ain't watching that shit because I hear about it the next day. It's like wrestling. I don't feel like watching it. It gives me a fucking headache. The debates reminded me of professional wrestling in the state right now. It's a bunch of shit that have you looking at the TV like this. That's what it did for me. So I'm not watching that bullshit.
Have you
So-
listened to Tory Lane's new album Daystar?
I have not heard it yet.
You gotta listen. You have to listen. Because here's the thing. If a motherfucker accused you of shooting him, a woman, accused you, went to the press and said you shot her, you sit back, you quiet for a while, but eventually you gotta say something. And with the release of that record and listening to all the songs and the stuff that he said, at this point, I believe Megan Thee Stallion has either been misinformed about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
She is purposely lying. Because if you notice, she was chatty patty up until the point that album came out.
That's true.
She went to the point where she said motherfuckers is talking about she used to be the ex. She made a video about that. She came out and said, you know, you shot me. You shot me. We was arguing in the car. Everybody was arguing. And I got out and said I was going to walk. And you shot me. Now that that album is coming out and he dropped a couple of things out there, Megan ain't said nothing. Nothing. And then I started to backtrack and I'm look, this thing happened, 2 months ago? Tory Lane's supposed to be shot a woman
in July. Yeah.
Shot a woman in both her feet. And he was arrested, given a $30,000 bond, and he bonded out. And he's not in jail. She went online and said that he shot her. And I had a post where I had an attorney on there, and I asked him, I'm like, because the women, you know, of course the women, like, y'all just don't believe black women. I don't believe black women when they lie. I don't believe them when they lie. And the fact of the matter is that the police don't give two fucks about locking up somebody black.
Of course not.
So why hasn't he been locked up? Why hasn't he been arrested and charged with discharging a firearm, assault with a deadly weapon, attempted murder? Nothing. I think he was charged with disorderly conduct. And if she's went and said that he shot her, the DA, the police don't need her to file charges in order to charge him. She has 2 shot feet. So you got to listen to the record because he's basically calling out everybody in the industry like, y'all went for the pump fake, but I ain't been arrested yet. I ain't been charged.
You shot somebody, so how come you haven't been arrested? That's where I'm like, you shot somebody, you haven't been arrested?
And here's the thing. We got to stop this blanket application of we don't protect black women, we don't believe black women. Black women are just incapable of lying because they're upset like everybody else. And what he says in the album is that she invited him to Kylie Jenner's house for a party. He has a crush on Kylie Jenner. He was basically all up in Kylie Jenner's face and she got an attitude. There's a reason they say it's nothing like a woman's scorn. There's nothing like the wrath of a woman's scorn. And if she's scorned, she don't care about saying this motherfucker shot him when he did it. Because one thing is for certain, it is a felony to knowingly and purposely file a false police report.
Mm-hmm.
It is a felony. It is not a felony to go on your Instagram live and lie. There's a reason she hasn't gone to the police, and it ain't got shit to do with her protecting him. Nothing. Ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with her protecting him. You ain't went and told because you know once you put it down on paper or they take a recorded statement from you to the police and you say he shot you and you know he didn't, they can end up bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
So But it's a good fucking album. It's good music. I like the fucking album.
But it ain't as long as it ain't got that hippity. It's some good
No.
words I can hear and shit, right?
It's like the whole album is dedicated to that situation. He's talking about it on all of the songs, and all of it makes sense. All of it makes sense.
Okay, that might be. I might have to do that.
Pull it up on Tidal. Pull it up on
Tidal. Yeah, I got a Tidal hooked me up with 3 months of free Tidal up until February, so I'm good.
Yeah, pull it up and listen to it. Listen to it lyrically. I mean, it's the music is good, but listen to the lyrics. He's basically going, and he said he still love her. He said he still have a, he still love her, but he's like, a couple of months then gone by, you letting people attack me. I figured you would have straightened it out by now. You haven't. You've been silent. So now he's decided to speak. And and I know if he's facing any kind of criminal charges, any attorney with his weight in gold would have told him, you better not say a motherfucking thing about this. Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the case. He's talking freely. So my thing is, he just said something. She ain't said nothing else.
Well, this is what we're going to do because we got some catching up on. This is episode 54. We're going to come back and tape episode 55 on Sunday if you free.
I'll be free.
What time? Well, we'll talk about that offline. But it's Sunday, we're going to tape another episode. This one, we're going to have some guests. We wanted to catch up. And because all the shit that happened this week, we just we had to speak on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too much shit going on now. And then last night was the coup de grace where
Trump died.
This right here.
Died.
I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm not wishing death on nobody. I'll let all the shit he's done before. I'm gonna let God take care of him. That'll
tell me if a motherfucker came in like you got a daughter, right? A nigga did something foul to your daughter. You want to wish death on him?
That's totally different.
Why is it? You just said I'm not wishing death on nobody.
But I don't know this nigga. But my daughter, that's totally different. You can't compare them two.
So you mean to tell me if a motherfucker raped a child, you don't know the child, you don't know the motherfucker that molested the child, you wouldn't wish death on him?
They raped my child. Of course I would.
Your child. I'm just saying the child. You don't even know the child.
A child, of course, definitely.
So I want people to stop that shit with I don't want to wish death on nobody. We do that shit all the time. We do it all the fucking time.
I don't know. I don't do it all the time.
It just so happens that we feel we have some kind of connection to Trump because
I don't do it all the time.
United States.
I don't do it. Speak for yourself. I don't do it all the time. Now, in certain situations, yes, but don't say that we do it all the time because you don't know everybody, and everybody don't do it all the time. And I'm one who don't do it all the time.
I'm not saying every day we're wishing death on people. What I'm saying is it's not like it's incomprehensible that you wish death on a person because there are situations
incomprehensible.
Wish death on a person. The reason people are pulling this bullshit with Trump is because they feel like they have at least some kind of connection to him because he's the POTUS. I say, fuck him. I hope he's shitty in his motherfucking hospital gown right now. I hope his stomach hurting. I hope they fucking sticking that tool down his. I want him to feel everything. Every person who has gotten COVID and died in the fucking hospital, I want him to feel all of that shit. When he was dragging his feet on the motherfucking ventilators, when he was dragging his feet on supplying the PPEs because he was still lying, I want him to feel all of that.
So let me ask you.
Every bit of discomfort leading up to his death.
So let me ask you this. As per my name tonight, as you can all see right here. Here. So what if he come back and he win the election? Then what?
If it's worth this, we'd all be drunk. We both sober. Well, I'm sober. I know you not.
I'm quite sober. And this didn't do shit for me. So yeah. That's why I'm coming back on Sunday.
And we're both sober. So I'm not dealing with hypotheticals. All I'm saying is this. I want him to feel every
with a hypothetical about him dying. He may not die.
That's not a hypothetical. What I said is what I want, not a hypothetical.
Okay. Well, what
I want is for him to feel everything, every person who has caught COVID and has died from it, all the discomforts that they have felt, I want him to feel before he dies.
Well, you know that. Well, you're not religious, and neither am I. I'm I do believe in I believe in God,
Oh,
but I believe in God. I don't believe that I gotta go to church every Sunday or nothing like that. But I do believe you reap what you sow.
exactly. And he has reaped this shit. So let him sow. He can do it with a sewing machine.
This nigga.
Get the basket.
This.
Go and motherfucking get all his harvest. That's what the fuck he needs. He needs to feel everything that everybody else felt that died from it.
Okay. Now, before we go, I gotta talk about this. Just on a completely, totally different thing. I see you posting about vacations and shit, man. I'm still looking for a fucking vacation. I didn't do shit for my birthday. What's going on with this vacation shit? We need a vacation update from TJ because I'm seeing you going here, you going there, and all this shit and posting this shit and all that. I need some insight with this vacation shit because I'm going somewhere before the end of the year. Fuck that. I'm going somewhere.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I told you, you see what I posted the other day that the resort that we got married at,
Yeah.
people stay there for 2 weeks for $2,800. And if not for my children, my wife was like, I need to check my motherfucking I need to check my vacation days because they look like something we can do.
Oh, your children grown now.
Two fucking weeks, man, that's great. But
you ain't got no little babies no more.
plane tickets are starting to creep back up.
Not for long.
Going now because it's the peak season in the Caribbean, but the resorts are still a little light in people. So I had somebody contact the resort, and she might be lying, I don't know. But I'm a club member of this particular Moon Palace, and they're offering it to the general public, but they're offering it to the general public for $4,800.
Oh,
What she said was she called and she negotiated and they was going to give it to her for $2,800 and she was going to call me back and let me know and confirm. I haven't gotten that phone call yet and it's been a couple of days. Right. But I do believe that a lot of the resorts, you can talk them down because it's somebody there.
Well, I've got a whole bunch of airline credit from a whole bunch of shit I was going to do this year that's been canceled. And this year they're letting me keep it for a year. So I got a whole bunch of credit with Southwest and American Airlines. I'm going somewhere, and they just opened Miami back up all the way.
Yeah, they opened up Florida all the way, but yeah, you want to go down. You want to go down to Florida with the president just got pulled?
No. I'm just saying they opened Florida all the way. I didn't say I was going.
I believe you get sick, but I'm gonna live my life. Yeah. The president did too.
Yeah, I said they opened Florida. I didn't say I was going down that motherfucker. In particular, South Beach. No, if I go to Florida, it won't be South Beach.
Well, I'm staying the fuck away from Florida because if you
Vegas, I might go to Vegas.
Fuck Vegas.
Never been there before. That might be something.
You ain't never been to Vegas?
Never been, man. Only place I've been is Miami, New York, of course. New York, Miami, Myrtle Beach. That's it.
Vegas.
I don't fuck with planes.
Vegas is probably getting cold now. You probably want
to desert.
Yeah, it gets fucking cold.
How cold does it get in Vegas? I'm sure it don't go below 60 during the winter.
Let me look at see what the weather is in Vegas. Now. Vegas gets cold at night, nigga, in the morning. Like any other place. Let me see.
Vegas, coldest. I'm Googling right with coldest Vegas. Weather in Vegas. Yeah. How about that? In Vegas in October, November. Let's see. 99.
96 degrees in there.
96 today.
Look at what it is. It was 99 today, the high, but the low is 62.
Okay.
It gets cold at night.
Well, I don't plan on, that's cool. I got a jacket. Now, if you said some shit like 40 or something, okay.
No, you plan on being out at night in Vegas. It's not like at 8 o'clock you go and you lay down in your bed and you go to bed. No, you need to be out at night. That's when the parties is going on.
Yeah, 60. I can see if you were talking about fucking
I'm just saying, what I'm saying is that when I go to Vegas, I normally go to Vegas in the spring in like May when we was going to all of the Cinco de Mayo fights. Yeah. And in the evenings, it was fucking cold. It was fucking cold. It was in like the 40s. It was fucking cold.
That's cool. Well,
you're in the desert, but like when I was in the military, I was in California. I was in Camp Pendleton. It would be motherfucking 90 degrees in the daytime and be like in the 30s at night.
I'm looking now. Let's see. Oh yeah, Vegas. Oh yeah. It's starting in November. You're looking at daytime highs at 55, 36 at night.
See?
Yeah.
That is a desert. It gets cold out there.
I need to find somewhere to go.
Get to Vegas though, but Vegas ain't gonna be. I mean, it's still gonna be an attraction. But as far as like, I used to always go for the fights, and nobody's really having fights there anymore because they've gotten smart. Nobody is really buying pay-per-views like that now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had apps. You got DAZN, Showtime. Floyd was the only person that could really do pay-per-view because Canelo moved to DAZN, which is an app.
Yeah.
So now the fighters feel like, I can't get the money that I want on pay-per-view, but what I can do is I can have a fight in my hometown and I can get money off the gate because I'm an attraction. So you'll have people like Errol Spence have a fight in Dallas at Cowboy Stadium because that's his hometown. He can feel it. You can have the Charlo brothers that have fights down in Texas because they can feel it. You could have Adrian Broner when he was fighting, he was having fights in Cincinnati because he can feel it. So now fighters, Vegas ain't like that no more. And then with casinos popping up everywhere, I don't have an urge to go to Vegas to gamble. I have a casino 13 miles away from my house, an MGM casino 13 miles from my house. I don't feel the need to go to Vegas to gamble. So the attraction isn't there for me anymore.
I need to go somewhere. I gotta go somewhere.
I told you where to go.
Cancun?
No.
Where? No, that needs to chill out right now because they dealing with some shit just about as worse as we got.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's
yeah.
Go that's way. Because the big brother of that, Brazil, they getting hit hard too.
Yeah. So,
the safe place to go right now, man, is Jamaica. That's the safe spot.
Yeah, but they not letting you in. There's certain states gotta take tests. I gotta look at Jamaica.
I've been to Jamaica. It's New York, California, Georgia, Texas. When you get there, you have to take a COVID test. Outside of that, they make you take a bunch of fucking hand sanitizer and take your temperature and let you go about your business.
Okay.
But Jamaica?
Okay. I thought that was for the women. Yeah.
Jamaica is, I mean, what are you looking? Are you looking to chill?
I'm looking to chill, yes.
Are you going with someone? You taking someone with you?
Depends on where I'm going.
If you go to Jamaica, depending on the resort, you can have fun by yourself. Here's my recommendation to you. You're not going to like it. You're going to think I'm fucking crazy for suggesting this. Here's my suggestion. If you're going to go and you don't have to take anybody, go to Jamaica, go to Negril, go to Hedonism 2.
Hedonism.
I've been 4 times. It's my favorite place in Jamaica. It has the best food.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna do some. Put it like this.
Yourself. Now, if you take a breezy,
that's what I'm saying. Where to go then?
If you take a breezy and she down to party, Hedonism is a spot you can take her. Outside of that, if she's somebody that you really trying to impress, you want to take her to Couple Swept Away.
And this is all Jamaica, right?
This is all Jamaica. This is all the grill.
Okay.
Couple Swept Away. Now, if you don't mind going somewhere and eating off the resort because the food on the resort is trash, but you can get it for a decent price and it is 5 stars as far as the accommodations is concerned, then I would suggest you go to the Royalton in the grill. Just know you gotta go eat off the resort because the food there is fucking disgusting.
Don't eat off the resort. Don't eat at the resort. Okay.
Don't eat at the resort. No. Eat off the resort. But it's new, it's modern. The rooms are like that.
What is it called again? Jamaica what?
That's Royalton. That's the Royalton in Jamaica.
The royalty. Okay, let me see what my budget look like. And see
Well,
what's
I
going
mean,
on.
we could talk off air about what your budget, where I could put you where your budget because
Yeah, we'll talk about that off here.
way she better be somebody you trying to bun up.
Oh, if I'm going there, fuck yeah, or I shit,
Bun up,
or
man.
I just go to Cancun.
But if you just got somebody that's gonna bust wide open and she just gonna be happy to get out the country and you want to have some fun, that will be hedonism.
What Cancun? That would be Cancun.
No, hedonism in Jamaica.
Oh, hedonism. Okay.
Hedonism in Jamaica. You take a wild one to hedonism in Jamaica, and trust me, you're gonna be hooked. She gonna be hooked. She gonna be on some. It's gonna be nonstop liquor.
Mm.
One side of the resort, you wear clothes. One side of the resort, you butt naked. They getting it in everywhere you look. Trust me, it will. I was just looking at my memories right yesterday.
Looking in his memories.
I was looking at my memories on Facebook yesterday, and 5 years ago, I was in hedonism, and I walked out of my room. I went to my room, and this chick was laying her towel out on the ground. She was going to sunbathe. I don't know why she didn't go to the beach to do it. I went in the house to get my lighter. Went in the room, and when I get my lighter, when I came out, this dude came from upstairs. I was standing there trying to light my joint, and the dude came from the top floor. He came out of his room. He walked downstairs. He saw her laying there sunbathe, and he just dove his face right into her butt crack and started eating.
Oh my goodness!
I posted a picture. That's the type of shit you see at hedonism. And she never looked up. All you just could hear, because when I first went in, I thought she had fell. I'm like, you fell? She like, no, I'm about to sunbathe. I'm thinking, why you sunbathing over here by the? Oh, you could go to the beach, but whatever. And when I came out, dude started tossing us salad. Right there in the open. Right in the open. Right in the middle of what all the rooms was, just right there. And I'm just like, are you serious? You don't even know her. You don't even know if she washed her ass.
Oh God.
But that's the type of shit you see in hedonism. Okay. So
well,
I would definitely, if you got one that's wild and open, that's where I would go. And then you will come back and you will thank me.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to find out because I'm making a decision shortly. I want to do something before the end of this year, before Christmas, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at that in between Thanksgiving and Christmas time. That's what I'm looking at.
That's actually the most optimal time to go as far as the weather.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Okay.
But see, you like them cruises. Me and you the opposite. You don't like the planes. I don't like the boats. So
well, hold on. How long is the flight to Jamaica?
3.5 hours. If you get a straight.
Okay. Well, I can. That's cutting it. But yeah, I can.
Southwest flies there too.
Yeah, I can do that.
I was on Southwest inaugural flight to Jamaica when they first started flying to Jamaica. I was on there. That's how many times I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica 12 times. So I was on that first flight. So
12 times.
Oh yeah, Jamaica. I love Jamaica. I fucking love Jamaica.
Then I think that might be the yeah. Okay. All right. Real quick shout out to Black Lux, black owned business hats. Got this hat there. They sent it to me. Got a couple of shirts too that they sent. I'll be wearing them. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Black Lux. Look it up online. Affordable prices. Black Lux. Just a little shout out. I just actually got this hat for free because they were delayed on shipping and they were kind enough on the shipping of my shirts and they were kind enough to send me this for free.
Every black owned business is affordable.
Should be.
I'm just saying we shouldn't throw that out there because when we talk about Gucci, when we talk about Louis Vuitton, when we talk about all those big name brands, we don't make pricing an issue.
Well, I do.
Well, we don't make. I'm saying when we talk about their products, that we got it. We like this is high quality stuff. And when we talk about black owned products, so cause see, I'm wearing Rock D.
Mm-hmm.
I won't even tell. It's a quality shirt. I've had this shirt like 3 years, and this shirt still fits me better than most of the shirts that I wear. I like literally had it. Remember when I first did my podcast, I wore this shirt. And you know how long it's been since I've done my podcast. So
yeah.
when we affordable. I mean,
you know what I mean. I mean, like, cause I've been at black businesses where the shit ain't affordable.
well, I mean,
The
but
shit is like more than almost damn near on the level, more than Gucci and all that shit. But I
yeah,
don't wear that shit. I don't buy that shit.
but,
So
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I know we're going overboard, but why isn't it the same quality as Gucci? Because if it looks good on you and it feels good on you, then that should be all that matters.
yeah,
Why isn't it as important as Gucci? Because Gucci and all them other motherfucking places, they make some weird shit. I don't think Gucci. I don't think a Balenciaga T-shirt should be $140. It's a fucking white T-shirt. Why should motherfucking price any more than Hanes?
I wouldn't know. I'm not a fashion person. If I like it, it looks good, I'll buy it. But you got all these mofos out here who love name brand shit. Just gotta have it because of a fucking name.
Mhm.
I've never been that type of person. If it look good and it's something I want to get, I'm gonna get it, but I'm not gonna bust my pockets for it, no matter who owns it. So that's just
Nah,
who I am. So this Sunday we're gonna have some guests. We're gonna have some fun. We ain't talking about none of this Trump shit.
have my baby on here. You know what I'm talking about.
I will contact her and see we get her on here when we tape on Sunday. All right. I'll do that. And since you good Lord. And then we might have some. We had a nice little Streets Talking reunion on the last show, so we ain't gonna do that next time. That was great. I got a lot of good reviews about that show. That was good. That was fun. So
we forgot Miss Patty, but
who?
Miss Patty.
Who's Miss Patty?
Who big sister, short haircut?
Oh, the big old titties.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, you hit her up. Bring her on here Sunday.
I hit up and see if she trying to do something.
Yeah, I don't have their information. You'd be hiding your folks from us. Shit, I got to reach out to your folks to bring your folks on here. These are your folks. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Sunday, we'll be back with episode 55 to make up for the 2 weeks that TJ wasn't available. We will do that.
Son of a bitch.
And then we'll be back on Sunday. So this is Dudes Talk Shit, Politics Edition, episode 54, and we out.